Hi, welcome to this video session or webinar under the paragraph feature series. If you've seen the previous video, we learned about the basic foundation of an academic writing paragraph. How do you format it? We also look at a few, very important features that's in the paragraph structure. One is the topic sentence. And then you already know inside a paragraph you should have also specific keywords that should be all over the paragraph and not just at the beginning of the paragraph. And then we look at the flow of your paragraph as well. That's called theme and rhyme and how to organize the flow. So in this second half of the video series of the paragraph features, we're going to look at more techniques that writers use to improve and sculpture their paragraph. So this one is called signaling. Before I continue, if you're having trouble with your audio, please put on your headset. So let's take a look. We've done all these already. So we're going to look at signaling. It's not very difficult because I think when you look at my slides examples, you probably would say, yeah, I've used this before. I know how to do this. But I want to remind students, this is one of the techniques or features in a paragraph. When you are editing your work, you need to be aware whether you have them or not. Just a reminder, it is the responsible of the writer in English to make it clear to the reader how various parts of the paragraph are connected. So again, I think I've said it almost in all my webinars, it is your responsibility. If you are writing it, then it's your responsibility to make sure your discussion, argument, everything is clear. You don't want your reader to guess and wonder and try to figure out your writing. First of all, it's not a mysterious research paper. Okay? Second of all, it is not the reader's job to guess what you want to say. You should say it and make it clear. Okay? If your reader guessed it wrong, then your reader will have a different expectation and different idea, and it's not the one that you want. So these connections can be made explicitly by the use of different signaling words. Just be careful. I said made explicitly, but don't overuse it. Explicitly means when the flow is being interrupted, then you join the flow with the signaling words. So let's take a look at a few of the situations. Signaling one, if you want your reader to, clearly see there is going to be a change, yeah? So you signal to your reader because it's quite obvious the next sentence is a change, yeah? And make it clear. Don't let your reader think like, oh, is that a change? Yeah. Again, you're not writing a mystery novel or mystery, guess what I'm talking about, thesis paper. All right, so you have to make it explicitly. So if you look at this sample, one of the signaling words that's very popular, it's however. And I'm sure most of you have already used them in almost every assignment that you've had in the past. So but it does help the reader to be ready what comes next, which is the opposite of what's before. If you think that one sentence gives reasons for something in another sentence, make sure it's quite obvious. Because, such as, the reason, another reason, another reason, It is because, one of the many reasons. There's so many phrases to help you with the signaling. All right, so sometimes you have to, when this you need to know because it's really helpful when you're editing and proofreading your work. Because when you realize like, oh, this particular part is not sure, then maybe I should put a signaling word so that my reader will be clear about what I'm trying to say. Okay? Next one. If you think two ideas are almost the same, okay, and then if you think it's almost the same, then just say it. Why is there a mystery to it? So similarly, yeah, similar, and on the similar level, there are many ways to express yourself. If you want to give extra information, then give extra information by saying on top of this, da 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 da, additionally, in addition, in addition to, there's so many ways to connect your sentences in your paragraph. Of course, this is quite popular. If you give examples, then just say it. These are the examples. For examples, for instance, such as, you know, these are just a few three that I can think of right now. But there are some situations that you do need to use, signaling words to join up your previous sentence. There's so many signaling words out there. Sometimes the signaling words is called transitional signal. Yeah. Sometimes it's called connectors. You can find the lists of them. There's so many people out there that would, that's giving out free lists. Type in Google academic writing signaling words or academic writing transitional signals, and you'll find many more samples. And try and use these samples that you've seen, especially the ones you've never used before, in your next assignment. So we'll talk about the next feature, which is cohesion. Cohesion is a big feature because I will be talking about 5 methods to bring in your work together. So see you in the next webinar. Bye-bye.